Hello, big guy and little boat. Still, it's gonna work great to have this with the Macgregor. I mean, you can't complain about that.
It's alright, it's okay. Bris is traveling today.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's alright, it's okay. Across the country.
Those of you that watched my one video where I went to Destin, Florida with the Macgregor 26X, I pulled a Bris 14-foot inflatable behind me. It was about a 20-mile trek, and I found that it definitely cost me some gas mileage and maybe a little more boat than what I really needed down there, but it was still fun. But what I want to do is I want to have a dinghy that I can fit on the front of the Macgregor 26X here, and I can handle without a winch. I can pull it up there myself, and have it big enough that it'll do the job with a small motor of some kind. So what I found was the Bris 8.2 feet, I think it is. It's a Bris, smallest Bris I think they make, and what I got was one with an inflatable floor, so it's as light as possible. I think around 90 pounds, somewhere in there. And doing my measurements, which I hope I did correctly, the angle of the bow of the Bris and the length to the transom should still allow me to use the hatch after the boat's on deck, because I'll have to get out the hatch to drop the anchor, to do stuff at the bow while the boat's on there, because climbing over the boat will probably not be possible or not be reasonable. So I want to be able to get that front hatch open, and then also be able to carry a decent inflatable that'll be fun to have on the Macgregor 26X Adventures. All right, here we go. All right, FedEx just dropped off the box for the Bris, the 8.2 foot dinghy that I'm hoping to use on the Macgregor 26X boat. So anyway, let's take a look inside. I haven't done anything to it yet. It looks like there's the carry bag is right there on top. It's always nice to have. Got the set of oars, so that's good. This is a soft deck, so it doesn't have it only has an aluminum seat. It's the only metal on it. It should be a so it does have the air deck floor, which means that the overall weight, you can see there on the bottom, was the air deck floor. At least that's what it looks like. I'm sure it is. One of the reasons that I got this boat is because I want to be able to handle it myself on the boat. So it's really not too bad for this piece. Of course, you got that one of those foot air pumps. Then there's always the patch kit, and it has a some glue in there, and it also has one of these wrenches that makes it possible to remove the valve. This thing fits into the valve if you need to remove it, and actually some nice patch material. Hopefully don't ever need that. So next we've got the air deck floor. I'm excited about this and not having to use the metal floor. This makes it so much easier, I hope. So we'll see how it goes together. And then we've got the manufacturer's statement of origin, which is real important. You need to have that to get it licensed. Florida, any boat that has a motor of any kind of propulsion, has to be registered. So that's good to have that. And then there's a little owner's manual. All right, let's get this box. So again, what we have is one seat, oars, the carry bag, repair kit, pump, soft side floor, and the boat. Paperwork. Okay, next we'll start inflating the boat. Before I get too much in this stone. And you can see, okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm using a SeaMax system to inflate it. SeaMax Marine. This thing will go to 20 psi. 12 volt power supply. It's at 100% power. And we've got the SeaMax. And I'm going to see how much power it actually uses to inflate an 8.2 Bris. So I'm now hooked up to the third upper chamber. There's 3 upper air chambers. There's one keel air chamber, and then there's the floor, which is an air chamber too. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 air chambers. Makes it pretty safe if you think about it. Okay, we're at 95%. We're going to the third just to get some air in to get the shape. Okay, we've got a little bit of air in. We've got the general shape. Now I want to put in the air floor. We are at 1 psi on the 3 upper tubes, and we have 2 psi on the floor. We don't have anything into the keel yet. We're going to do that last. Now we're going to do a final repositioning of the floor, make sure everything's where it should be. Then we're going to take it to 3 psi, 3 psi, 3 psi, 8 psi. Our battery pack shows us now at 76%. So we're almost there. I think this little battery, 12 volt battery pack, is going to definitely do the job. Okay, at this point you would want to put the seat in, but I'm going without the seat because I'm pulling this up on top of the Macgregor 26X, and I have a feeling the seat, if I pull it up that upside down, that's going to catch on things, it's going to scratch the boat. So we want to kind of keep it, I'm not even going to put the oars on it. I'll have them in the boat when I use it, but I'm not going to transport with those in there, just because I think it'll be easier to slide it up on the boat when I get going. Okay, we're going to take her up to 3 psi on the outside tubes. We're now at 2. Everything tucked in really nice, actually fit together really nice. Have to use some care, make sure you're not pinching anything, make sure that all your caps for your valves are not stuck in somewhere. Just keep an eye on where things are. On our battery pack, we are at 76%. So we'll see how she looks after we're at 4. We're setting for 8 psi. 10 max, 8's plenty. Okay, the keel we're going to set to 4 psi. Take that up. 32. Oh. 3. And hit 4 just like that. Okay, we used the SeaMax Marine pump to take the Bris 8.2 all the way to pressure. 3 psi in the upper tubes, 8 psi on the floor, 4 psi on the keel. battery, the 12-volt battery pack that is sold by SeaMax is at 73%. I actually think you could fill up 2 of these. I know you can do a couple of paddle boards up to pressure with this little guy. Anyway, kind of a cool little piece of equipment. Okay, the big risk I took here is that I bought the smallest 8-foot dinghy that was decent, 5 feet wide, that'll fit on the front of my boat. Question is, can I yank it up there solo without any kind of help? This is really the first time I'm trying to just see if I can lift it. You know what I mean? How it feels. I know it's like 90 pounds, 85, 90 pounds. Extra light with the air floor. Oh man, the front end, no problem. So getting it out of the water to this point, up in the air, will be no issue. How about the back end? And we're at the transom. How heavy? Man, it's actually not too bad. Maybe I can grab the ropes in the front. You definitely carry it to the beach. Really not too bad. On this surface, but I'm not dragging it on it. I think it might just work. Next, I'm going to haul it up on top of the Macgregor. Oh boy, and hope that I can get her to fit. Okay, here's the Macgregor. It's in my front yard right now. Now what I have to do is, see between the stanchion there and here, I've got the safety line disconnect. I'll disconnect the red line there as well. And then between here and here is where I'm going to be pulling up the 8-foot dinghy, the Bris. The question is, can I do it by myself solo? I'm going to put a tarp out, bring the boat over, and then I'm going to run it through the process. And I hope I can pull it up there. We're going to find out, and you're going to be able to watch me while I do it. Okay, here we go. Okay, when she is in the water, nice calm day today, thank goodness. This is the way you have to do it, I believe, is to basically back the boat backwards to the boat you're loading on. Then I'm going to have a rope that will lift the front of the boat in the water while the stern is pushing against the boat. And you stand it up against the boat like that in the water. Of course, it'll be bouncing around. And then you just got to hoist her up. Gonna be interesting. I'm a little nervous about being able to pull that up there. But we're about to find out. Yeah, she's down a lot farther than it would really be in the water. But if I can do this, then I should be able to have no problem. The other thing, you notice the length from the transom to the front of the boat. When it is upside down on top of here, I want the end of the transom to come to about here so I can still use this hatch. So if my measurements are right, the transom will come right in here and the rest of it will fit. Man, that's, oh boy, I don't know. looks a lot bigger, longer. We're gonna find out. Here we go. Let's see if I can stand it up. Okay, let's hoist her up, boys. Oh, that's no problem at all. That, super easy. Now, can I get it up from there? Oh, we're in the water. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh, I'm super happy about that. Man, that is super easy. And look, I can definitely still open the hatch. She barely hangs off. Make sure though I'm not don't have anything sharp. Look, it's held right between the stanchions. I think my my red safety line will go over the top, no problem. I'm gonna hook those on now. See how things are riding. I don't see any issues. That sitting right on that fiberglass is good. I may want to rearrange how my light's on there so we don't have any chafing. Let's look at this side. I can see full access to the hatch. Oh man, thank goodness. This side, on the rotary furler, there's a line that comes down from the furler through this. I may have to put some kind of pad on that, but that's it. That's the only spot. Up at the top, she's just sitting on fiberglass. Man, I'm super happy about that. So I decided the smart thing to do would be to take it for a little test run without I want to see how it does with me on it. And pretty lightweight, little electric motor, a Minnkota, 30 pounds of thrust, little 35 amp hour battery, safety stuff of course. And I'm just gonna throw it in the water and then how it responds, how it does on the water, how unstable it is. So let's go check it out. Okay, I got the battery hooked up, just a 35 amp hour, the Minnkota 30. And we are just going to give her a push out and see how she does. I want to see how she does with me in it. Full speed, level 5. Yeah, man, we're even making a wake. It's really not too bad. She handles pretty good. Let's do a little. Woohoo! Let's go out here and we'll do a turn around this buoy out here. I do think that all in all, this will get you where you need to go. It just may not do it real fast. Of course, at 5, it actually cranks right along. I could take this diving. I don't see anything. Boy, the water's fairly clear. Hello, big guy and little boat. Still, it's gonna work great to have this with the Macgregor. I mean, you can't complain about that. And I still have room for the oars, dive equipment, the go bag, which has got like radio and all of the safety equipment required. I even have a fire extinguisher in there I don't need. But anyway, I'm just gonna just buzz around here for a little bit. this thing does just fine. I guess the point is, if you're in a hurry, probably need to go another way. Fun to be on the water no matter what. Let's see, it's a 250. Will hold another 400 pounds. 5 horsepower engine. She is doing just fine.
It's alright, it's okay. Bris is traveling.